The full story of the Audi Tt 2023. At the dawn of the new millennium, Audi was entering a bold era. The company had shocked the world in the late 1990s with the launch of the Audi Tt, a compact sports coupe that looked like nothing else on the road. By the year 2000, the Tt was still in its first generation, the Mk1 or 8N, but it had already made a huge impact. From here, we'll follow the Tt's journey from 2000 all the way through to its final chapter in 2023. Across 3 generations, countless engine variations, roadsters, and high-performance RS models. Audi Tt Mk1 8N 2000 to 2006. The first Tt was based on the Volkswagen Group's Golf IV platform, which meant a transverse front engine layout and a choice of front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The Quattro system was built around a Haldex coupling that could send torque to the rear wheels when slip was detected. Engines and powertrains. By 2000, the heart of the lineup was the famous 1.8-liter turbocharged inline-4, the 1.8T. It featured a cast-iron block, 5 valves per cylinder, and Bosch Motronic injection. Depending on turbo size and AQ mapping, power ranged from 150 to 225 horsepower. The 225 horsepower variant used a larger K04 turbocharger, higher flow injectors, dual intercoolers, and stronger internals, giving it a 0 to 100 km/h time of around 6.7 seconds. At the top sat the 3.2-liter VR6, introduced in 2003. With 250 horsepower and a deep growl, it gave the Tt more character. The VR6 was also the first Tt to be offered with Audi's DSG dual-clutch transmission, known then as the direct shift gearbox, a preview of the technology that would spread across the brand. Fuel economy was reasonable for the era. The 1.8T models could average around 8 liters per 100 kilometers, while the VR6 used closer to 11 liters. Suspension and dynamics. The Mk1 Tt used McPherson struts in the front and a multi-link rear axle, similar to the Golf. But early cars revealed a dangerous high-speed instability. Several accidents forced Audi to issue a recall, fitting a small rear spoiler and revising suspension geometry. From 2000 onward, the cars were much safer to drive at the limit. Body styles. Both coupe and roadster versions were available, with the roadster offering electric soft-top operation. Cargo space was modest, but the Tt wasn't about practicality. Market position and rivals. Against cars like the BMW Z3 and Mercedes SLK R170, the Audi Tt stood out with its Bauhaus-inspired design and turbocharged torque. While it wasn't as sharp as a Porsche Boxster, it offered more usability and quattro traction. By 2006, the Mk1 had left its mark. Iconic styling, tunable engines, and the arrival of DSG. But Audi wasn't finished yet. Audi Tt Mk2 8J 2006 to 2014. In 2006, the second-generation Tt Mk2 8J debuted. It was a far more sophisticated car, built on the PQ35 platform, shared with the Golf Mk5 and Audi A3. Crucially, Audi used the ASF aluminum space frame technology for large parts of the body, reducing weight by up to 90 kilograms compared to the old car. Engines and fuel systems. The entry point was the 1.8 TFSI, a turbocharged direct injection 4-cylinder with 160 horsepower. Above that came the 2.0 TFSI, initially at 200 horsepower, later upgraded to 211 horsepower with Audi's Valvolift system and improved Bosch Met injection. These engines had injection pressures around 150 bars, delivering sharp throttle response and better fuel efficiency. Diesel fans could choose the 2.0 TDI with 170 horsepower and a torque-rich 350 Nm. Not common in sports coupes, but a strong option in Europe, where buyers valued economy. At the top, the VR6 returned with 3.2 liters and 250 horsepower, paired with quattro and either a 6-speed manual or the refined S-tronic dual clutch. But the real excitement came from the performance versions. In 2008, Audi launched the TTS, powered by a tuned 2.0 TFSI with 272 horsepower. With quattro and S-tronic, it could sprint to 100 km/h in 5.2 seconds. Then, in 2009, came the TTRS. This was a game changer. a 2.5-liter inline-5 turbo with 340 horsepower, later uprated to 360 horsepower. With its unique warbling exhaust note and enormous torque of 450 Nm, the TT-RS was a pocket supercar. The engine used a cast-iron block, high-pressure direct injection, and a large K16 turbocharger. It was capable of 0 to 100 km/h in under 5 seconds, while still offering everyday usability. Suspension and chassis. The MK2 TT introduced Audi's magnetic ride adaptive dampers, allowing the driver to switch between comfort and sport modes. Combined with a stiffer chassis and wider track, the handling was far sharper than the MK1. Design and interior. The styling was smoother and more modern, with LED daytime running lights appearing in later facelift models 2010. Inside, the MK2 offered higher quality materials, improved ergonomics, and options like navigation, premium Bose audio, and sport seats. Rivals. In this period, the TT faced the BMW Z4 E85, the Mercedes SLK R171, and even the Porsche Cayman. While purists still favored the Porsche for handling, the Audi TT carved out a niche as the stylish, high-tech option with all-weather quattro traction. By 2014, the MK2 had established the TT not just as a design icon, but as a serious performance car in RS form. Audi Tt MK3 8S 2014 to 2023. The third generation, the MK3 TT 8S, arrived in 2014. Built on the MQB platform, it combined modular engineering with lightweight construction. This allowed Audi to offer advanced technology while keeping the TT compact and agile. Engines and technology. The range started with a 1.8 TFSI making 180 horsepower, followed by a 2.0 TFSI with outputs from 230 to 310 horsepower. Direct injection pressure was now up to 200 bars, paired with variable valve timing and turbochargers with electronic wastegates. Fuel consumption dropped to around 6 to 7 liters per 100 kilometers in real use. Diesel was still offered, the 2.0 TDI Ultra with 184 horsepower, giving over 1,000 kilometers range on a tank, though it was discontinued later due to emissions trends. The TTS pushed the 2.0 TFSI to 310 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 4.6 seconds, with Quattro and S-Tronic as standard. But the star remained the TT-RS, relaunched with a new 2.5 TFSI inline 5. This time with an aluminum block and dual injection system direct and port. Output reached 400 horsepower and 480 Newton meters. With launch control, it could hit 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.7 seconds, faster than many supercars. Transmission and drivetrain. All models used either a 6-speed manual in some markets or the 7-speed S-Tronic DSG. The Quattro system was Haldex-based but evolved with faster clutches, delivering near-instant torque redistribution. Suspension and driving. The MK3 offered magnetic ride, progressive steering, and optional virtual cockpit, a fully digital instrument cluster replacing traditional gauges. This innovation became standard across Audi later on, but the TT was the first to showcase it. Special editions. Audi produced several limited versions. The TT Club Sport Turbo concept with electric turbocharging, the TT-RS Iconic Edition with 400 horsepower and aero upgrades, and unique paint schemes celebrating the model's history. End of the TT. By 2023, Audi announced the end of TT production. Stricter emissions rules, declining coupe sales, and a shift toward electric mobility meant there would be no MK4 TT. Instead, Audi hinted at a future compact electric sports car, potentially carrying the TT spirit forward in EV form. Rivals and market context. Throughout its 23-year run, the Audi TT competed with cars like the BMW Z4, the Mercedes SLK SLC, and the Porsche Cayman Boxster. Against BMW and Mercedes, the TT often won on design, interior quality, and quattro traction. Against Porsche, it usually lost on ultimate handling purity, but the TT-RS finally offered performance that could rival a Cayman S, and in straight lines, even beat it. Conclusion. From 2000 onward, the Audi TT evolved from a stylish but flawed first-generation coupe into a serious performance machine. The MK1 gave us iconic design and the introduction of DSG. The MK2 added lightweight construction, adaptive suspension, and the legendary TTRS 5-cylinder. The MK3 brought digital innovation, MQB engineering, and RS models with 400 horsepower. By the time the final cars rolled off the line in 2023, the TT had secured its place as one of Audi's most recognizable models, blending Bauhaus style with turbocharged performance and leaving behind a legacy that enthusiasts will remember for decades.